This is a recap for Tuesday, November 3rd. So today we spent the first 15 minutes or so working on IXL G8. So if you missed today and you're watching the recap, right now you should stop this video and go and spend 15 minutes working on G8. We went over CAMI week 7. The target is to multiply and divide fractions. We are not going to multiply, or excuse me, we're not going to divide fractions until tomorrow. And so we begin this CAMI, and to multiply fractions, what we learned yesterday is that you can multiply the numerator times the numerator and the denominator times the denominator. And so that's A times C divided by B times D if you're multiplying any given fraction, A over B times C over D. And just a little look ahead into algebra, when you write, for example, A next to a C, that means multiply. You don't even have to put the symbol. So let me zoom in here a little bit closer. And we're going to do 2 times 3. So we're going to actually write out the 2 times 3 and the 3 times 5. So that would be 6/15. That could be simplified by dividing both the 6 and the 15 by 3, and we would get 2/5. Yesterday we focused on the picture itself, model, and so I'll show you that we're going to start with this 3/5. This is, we really think of this as 2/3 of 3/5. So we're going to take 3/5. So that's 5 bars, and 3 of them are shaded. And then we're going to take 2/3 of that. So if I take my drawing tool and I split it the other direction into thirds, roughly like this, and then let's say I shade that third right there, that's 1/3, and then we'll do another third, kind of going the other direction. So this is 1/3 right here. This is another third. This is another third. So we have these 2/3. And the answer to 2/3 times 3/5 is really this part right here that's shaded both blue and yellow. So this part in here. And that's 2 out of the 15 parts, which could be simplified, 6 out of the 15 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's simplified to 2/5. So we're going to do one here without the diagram. We're just going to multiply. So 5 times 2, a little dot means multiplication. 6 times 5, so that's 10/30. Divide 10 by 10, we get 1. 30 divided by 10 is 3. And then we introduced a shortcut. So the shortcut looks like this. 5/6 times 2/5. We recognize that we're going to be multiplying and then dividing by 5 when we simplify, so we'll just not multiply in the first place. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. 5 divided by 5 is 1. It's the same as if we were to simplify 5 over 5 into 1 over 1. Same with 2/6. So 2/6, we would just say 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 6 3 times. So we can do it this direction because it's connected through multiplication. 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 6 3 times, and then we multiply 1 times 1 and 3 times 1, and we get the same answer. So there's the shortcut. You do not have to use the shortcut, but you are welcome to use it. So then we kind of drew a line here because we're going to do this part below this tomorrow. And then we went down and we did these 6. So on some of them I'll do the shortcut, some I will just do this, what we call the standard way. So that's 1/6 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 4 is 12. And we can simplify that to 1/6. On this one, 1 times 3 and 2 times 4 is 3/8. That cannot be simplified. 3 and 8 do not have any common factors. 3 times 1 is 3. 5 times 4 is 20. Again, no common factors. We'll do the shortcut on this last one. We could do it here, but there are no common factors. There's nothing to factor out. So we'll just do 2 times 4 and get 8. And 5 times 7, and that's 35. We can recognize that 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 6 twice. So 1 times 5 is 5, 8 times 2, or 4 times 2 is 8. So that is the product of 3/4 times 5/6 is 5/8. We then went down and practiced some more. So let's go down. And we did these right here, 1, 2, 6, and 7, because they kind of fit in the window there. So let's do the shortcut on this one. 4 goes into 4 once, 4 goes into 12 3 times. So that's equal to 11/9, which simplifies to 1 2/9. 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 8 4 times. So this is equal to 4 times 1 and 3 times 1. So that's 4/3, or 1 1/3. And I'll do the standard way on this. 4 times 3 is equal to 12. 7 times 4 is equal to 28. I can simplify that to, let's see, 4 goes in here. We divide that by 4, and we get 7. Divide that by 4, and we get 3. So 3/7. And one more time with the shortcut. 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 4 twice. So this is going to equal 2/3. The advantage of the shortcut is that at the end you know that you have the simplified answer. You don't have to think about whether to simplify it. It is a simplified answer. Simplified. We don't have to simplify. And then we talked about what do we do if we have 3.5 times, let's say, 1/3. And the discussion was that this would need to be changed to an improper fraction. In this case, it would be 7/2. So then we could do 7/2 times 1/3. And let's go ahead and just do that. And we would get 7/6, which would equal 1 1/6. So I had a little different one in a little different example in class today, but it was a discussion that we had. And then we finished with Desmos, the decimal challenge. So if you want to go and work on that, that is the wrap up for Tuesday, November 3rd.